Hi everyone, just before Shabbat here in Los Angeles, in around hour and a half from now, I want to share with you just one point of consciousness that maybe you would want to carry with you throughout the coming 25 hours or so. In the portion of Vayishlach, we read about Jacob sending angels towards Esau, his brother, while his brother comes in front of him with 400 soldiers with one intention, which is basically to destroy him, to kill him. Why Jacob is sending angels? And the idea is that when we look over the way that we deal with things that seem to be threatening us, coming against us, most of times we all, at least at the beginning, getting very reactive, the way we think about it, the way we feel about it, and eventually the way we act. Jacob knew that in order to change any situation that seemed to be threatening, that seemed to be negative, there is a need, there is a spiritual requirement, an opportunity to take a moment to look within, to see, to try to realize what is it that I need to change within myself before I'm making any effort to change the situations around me, before I'm going to try to change people around me. We all know that change requires a lot of willpower, and the natural tendency for most of us, most of times, is to look how can I change the outside, the external. If we would really understand and be able to comprehend that when we change inside, everything else will follow. When we change inside, everything else will follow. If you take a moment just to think about it and how much, not only in the level of the brain, you understand the concept, but how much internally you feel it. Everything that is happening around us is a reflection of something that exists inside of ourselves. It goes in the personal, individual level of our lives, and it is also in the collective level of life. Sometimes we're going through stages like the universe, like the world is going through in the past more than a year. And sometimes it is just individual, personal moments that we might face. It doesn't really make a difference. If it is personal, if it is collective or global, at the moment that we realize that in order to be able to change a situation, we need and we can create the powerful forces of angels to support us. But those angels are being created at the moment that we stop looking outside and we start deepening the way that we look inside, inward. So this coming Shabbat, this coming 25 hours or so, depends where you are and your time zone. This is something that you can concentrate, you can focus on, you can meditate on to receive this additional strength internally. When situations happening, when you feel threat, when you feel some negativity in front of you, in small levels or in big levels. The inner ability to pause the reaction, to pause what I would usually do with my effort to change or to desire to change everything around me, and to take the moment to look inside and to remind myself that when this change will happen in me, everything else will follow. Thank you so much. Shabbat Shalom, and I will see you next week.